I am Susan. I live in New York. I grew up in New Orleans, and I was a belly dancer for quite a few years. I did a lot of traveling. I was dancing in Morocco and Italy and Greece, and I did that for almost 20 years. And now I have a wonderful, less hectic job boarding dogs. December 1978, I'm looking for an apartment. My very first apartment that I'm going to sign a lease for. So I'm very, very excited about this. But first I have to find an apartment. So I go to this agency, and he shows me some places. I wasn't too impressed. I loved one over on Gramercy, but that didn't work out. It's fireplace there, and I figured, once I learn how to use this fireplace, I'm inevitably going to set the place on fire, so that wasn't going to work out. So then he shows me this place over here. Of course, we walk into an empty apartment. Everything's, I love the windows in the living room there. And I looked around. He looked around, and he said, "Hey, how are you?" And he said, "If you don't take this place, you're crazy." So I didn't want to be crazy, so I figured, well, okay, why don't I take this place? So I went down, and the super was there. Of course, I had to give him $100 to be able to, so he keeps the apartment for me. I guess that was very common then. Anyway, so I have been there ever since. Well, I just don't want to get too personal. James was a wonderful roommate. He was just terrific. It's unheard of having a roommate in New York for 12 years, much less a man and a woman living together in a one-bedroom apartment. He was really terrific. He was pretty much on time most of the time, with Brit and stuff like that. But he was so considerate. Every time, does anybody need the bathroom? I'm going to go take a shower. Anytime. I mean, never just walked in, because there were two other people living here. So, it's like office here, and I'm here, of course. And, he always asked. I thought that was really sweet.
No, she taught me a lot. She taught me how to cook. She taught me how to clean the toilet. Taught me how to use toilet paper.
Don't forget the plunger.
And the plunger.
And the plunger.
I used to have to use coat hangers.
Oh.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
I'm so happy with the things that I have. I don't need too much more. I wouldn't turn down, a cool job if I got one. Things like that, just to keep things, going kind of nice. I got married last September. Big mistake. Mistake. But don't tell Austin that. He already knows it, actually. No, he's one who we went out for 12 years before we got married. I just figured after all this time, it's one of those things you should just, if you're going to be together, just be together. Do it the right way. And then, I don't know. I just felt like it was something that I wanted to do. He didn't care. He was happy. Poor bastard. I made him get married, I guess. He was going along his merry way and knocking on the door without having a key to come in, and I just, let's go get married. Arthur's a good man. He's excitable, though. He has a real short edge, that one. Anyway, you get to talk to him later. He loves to talk about himself. Better you guys listen to this than me. I've heard it 100 times. Just find out who Susan is. Have some peace, and not, the roommate and the this and Arthur and the coming in and, bring me something calm. Don't come in, all riled up and yelling and, aggressive. Just be calm. Hands down, that's it. My greatest asset is my faith. Without church, without my prayers, without my rosary, I wouldn't be able to walk to the bathroom. Every single good thing that's ever happened to me, I owe to God. He is with me all the time, and It's just, there's just nothing better than that. He's just made my whole life as wonderful as it's been so far. Okay, come on, Uni. Bring me something calm. Don't come in, all riled up and yelling and, aggressive. Just be calm. I need peace. I can't have my heart racing so fast and feeling like I don't want to feel ill towards someone, but they're making me feel bad. And I hate that. And I don't think that somebody should put that on another person. I think that they should speak calmly or go see a psychiatrist like the rest of the world, for crying out loud. Go dump it on them.